Hi everyone, and how have you been? I hope you've had a good week or a good couple of weeks, I guess. It's now today's the what's if the 8th, the 9th of August. Wow, the year is running so fast, I can't believe it. I simply cannot believe it. It's been such a good time, it's been such a good year, and God has been faithful. A lot of drama, but we keep going, we keep pushing. Things are going to keep going well, no matter what the devil says. And yes, the devil can also be human beings. So whatever what human beings say, no matter what devil incarnates of human beings say, you know what? I'm not even going to go into how humans are devils right now. Anyway, sorry. Sorry. Oh God. Okay. So a couple weeks ago, I did this little survey on Twitter where I asked people to send me things that parents do wrong, but they don't know they do wrong, or they just don't generally give a crap about what they do. And people sent me a few sensible things that I think I was able to get down some very sensible ones. I'm trying to find that now. Very sensible things that parents do wrong generally, and they just don't care. But maybe it's not that they don't care, but maybe they just don't know they're doing it wrong, or they're just so far gone into doing it wrong that it's too late to turn back now. So without further ado, here's I think that's about 8, or I don't know how many it is, but a few things that parents do wrong that they don't know. Let go. Okay, so do you have siblings? Like, if you have siblings, then you know that parents are so fond of picking favorites. It's true. It could be twins, whether there's one child who they love so much better than the other children. And then those parents will claim, no, I don't have a favorite. Parents always have a favorite child. And some parents are not good at concealing it. No, I'm very used to that kind of treatment where parents are not good at concealing, their favoritism for other children. So you keep on condemning and bringing down the soul of another child and then, you be lifting up your favorite child, and then that will cause a rift between children. So number 1, beating siblings against each other, because the way you treat one better than the other, and then it makes the other one feel so bad. It makes the other one feel less. It makes the other one feel not just as good as he is or he could be, or you understand, and that absolutely destroys their relationship, which is wrong. Number 2, comparing your child to their mates. That's so funny because this happened to me a lot. My mother is the queen of this shit. I know that most of our parents are like that, where it's I came third in class, and then somebody came first, and why can't you be more like Chigozie? Why can't you be more like Chemele? Why can't you be more like this? Why can't you be more like that? Do you understand? Why can't you be more like Cynthia? Why can't you be more like Olivia? I don't understand. Why must I be more like them? Why can't I be myself? Yeah. So if you're going to be a parent, learn all these things so that you don't go make the same mistake of destroying your children's self-worth in your bid to make a point, or your bid to seem like a good parent. Because at the end of the day, if your child is not happy, then you have failed. If your child is not happy, you have failed. Don't misconstrue that. Number 3, belittling your children in presence of family, friends, and even strangers. Yes, this is something that happens a lot. I don't know if Nigerian parents just seem to think that, if you correct your child in public, you are helping them. Imagine yourself as a grown woman being berated and degraded in public of other people. Do you understand? It is so insulting. The same way you feel insulted and spited that you might even quit your job if this goes on a lot at work. It's the same way children feel. Children hate it so much. Children hate it so bad. Number 4, taking out your frustration on the child. So let's say you go to work, and work is hard, work is stressful. Now we all know that work can be painful, and then you come back home, and your child comes to say, "Mommy," you're like, don't come here, don't touch me. It is so painful. Do you understand, Your child does not need to suffer because you are suffering. That's not how life works, If everyone suffers because you suffer, then we would all be one huge community trying to help each other not suffer, but we will also be a very damned and damaged community. You don't have to make someone else suffer because you're suffering. This kind of thing causes divorces in marriage, where the wife will go to work and come back stressed, and then comes home and lashes out on her husband. Husband will cheat, then divorce. Or even when the husband comes back and lashes out on his wife, wife will cheat, or wife will do something crazy, and then marriage is over. So if this will affect a normal human being who's an adult, why is it so huge? Why is it so unconceivable that you think that this will not affect your child? Do you understand? Children have feelings too, and children hurt more than you think. Yes. So don't do that. Don't take out your frustrations on your children. Number 5. Yes. Making one child feel worthless by praising other children over him or her. Do you understand? Like, oh, this child is so much better than you, and then you are ignoring one child, and then you are raising another child off to the heavens. Same thing I said about this. Same thing I said about the beating siblings over against each other and all that kind of stuff. You understand? You're raising one child to the heavens, so giving that child gifts and all. I know parents think that, okay, yes, if I treat this person who did well very nice more than I treat this person who did bad, then maybe this child that is doing bad will do better. But no, you are just stacking your sins. Honestly, parents don't know, you are stacking your sins. This is what happens when your child grows up to be like, I don't know, 30, 40, and the child doesn't call you. Even 20, your child moves out early out of the house, when your child finally moves out, they don't call you, they don't check on you. Once in a while you get an alert, oh, my child sent me money, because it's the way you raised your child. Number 6, I guess. I don't know, but the next number, I think 6. Your child is, what do you call it? Nigerian parents think, that money is the way to go. You think that, okay, giving your child money, giving your child, food and school fees and healthcare, that is like the only thing you need to do. Well, no, they have emotions that need to be tended. They have thoughts that need to be answered. Then they have, do you understand? Like, if you are not there for them, you are not there to have. If they are feeling bad, if they cannot talk to you, if they are feeling sad, they cannot come to you. If they have questions about the world, they cannot come to you. They may go to someone who will mislead them. This person would lead them astray, and which is wrong. Which you're supposed to be your child's best friend before they start school and start meeting other friends that would lead them astray. Before they go out into that world and meet people that would take advantage of them, you need to be there for your child. And as much as you are there praying for them and feeding them, you need to be their friend. God will not come down from heaven and raise your child for you. Number 7, I think, name calling. Calling your children name. Olori buruku, oloshi, koni dafunwe, you are a bastard. That's why your father is useless. It is not going to be well for you. All these kind of things. Do not insult your children this way. Why do you have to degrade and berate your children in such a manner? Why? What do you gain from it? You're only trying to make yourself feel better, and is the mental state of your child so worthless to you that you feel like, okay, calling my child names would make my child better, or I don't really care. All I care is about myself. I'm feeling better. I shared a story on Twitter about when I was young, and one time I cried to follow my mother to work, and then she went outside, came back and beat the living crap out of me. Oh yeah, that tweet was on a rise. So a lot of people retweeted, a lot of people laughed, but I think people don't forget that such little things like that cause so much emotional scarring. Those are the memories that stick with you. I can't remember one good memory, but I remember all the times I got beaten, all the times I got insulted, all the times I got berated, because those are the things that she has drilled into me. So you have to be careful the memories you leave with your children. All right. Number 8, caging your child. Okay, I think it's 7. I don't know. 8, caging your child. I can't even speak on this one. Nigerian parents, I think you just think that when you lock your child inside the house, that is the end of their life. They will not spoil. But let me tell you, pikin wey go spoil go spoil. Girl wey go get belle, she go get that belle. Whether na from school, backyard of school, dem go do wetin dem wan do. The belle should carry am come house, but you go lock am inside the house with belle. You go say na immaculate conception. Now God will give am belle inside house, but it doesn't matter. Even if your child seems seemingly good, seemingly perfect to you as a child, you understand? Yes, I have socially and mentally caged and stifled this child enough, and this child is good. Yes, let me tell you, number one, you've either created a psychopath or a sociopath. Number three, you've created someone who cannot function properly in society. People who are socially awkward. People actually go for therapy for these things. Do you understand? You've created a child that is so easily manipulated that this child can be led astray by someone who doesn't even know how to lead people astray. That is the kind of child. You create someone who is so naive, so weak-willed. You are caging your child. There's so much psychological damage that I can't even go into all of them in this one episode. Like, I have to make a whole new episode on like the repercussions of caging your child. The social and emotional implications of caging your child are so deeply rooted in the child that I don't think most children can even how do you say, I don't know how do you say it. Yeah, but most children don't even get they don't get over it, even as grown-ups, because such these things stay with them. As children, it is their foundation. I don't know. There is this thing that I think is wrong with Nigerian parents, is that they think that their children, they will grow up and they will forget it, or they will grow out of it. Or do you understand? It is from when you are young that you begin to stir the milk. You begin to formulate the way that the child will grow. You begin to decide the things that the child will happen to this child when this child becomes a full-blown adult. And let me tell you, that these things that you are doing, all these negative things you are doing have serious implications to your child when they grow up. This is why they don't call you, or this is why the ones that even call you are, I don't know, it is either the mommy's boys. Do you understand what a mommy's boy is? A mommy's boy who is everything mommy says he will do. So you didn't even raise a man. You raised a jelly worm that any woman, because the minute you die, he will start to seek another woman that will take over and control him. So you raise a jelly worm, or a girl that is so fixated on I don't even know, on leaving house, that she just rushes into marriage and marries any Tom, Dick and Harry, and then becomes okay. Another one I just remembered, this my rant, is helicopter parents. Oh Jesus, these ones are the worst in my opinion. Calling your child every 10 minutes, or trying to be involved in every area and segment of their lives. Like, what did you eat? What did you go? Who did you see? What are you doing? Do you understand? I am a grown woman. He is a grown man. They need their freedom. They need their space. Let them do what they need to do. Do you understand? Your job as parents, as I said in my Parents Are Not God episode, is to give advice and point them in the right directions. Because let me tell you, if whatever decisions they make for themselves, let them make their own decisions. Because whenever a child makes their own decisions, if it ends up being bad, they have no one to blame. If they end up being good, no one else takes the glory but them. So you will not deprive your child of the joy or the pain by trying to make life decisions for them. Let your child be self-empowered enough to make his own or her own decisions for himself or herself. Okay? Now, you might just, slip this episode into your parents, playlist, or you might just tell them with your mouth, or you might just listen and learn not to be a freaking suckish parent when you grow up. I know there's so many things that I have missed. So if I've missed any things that your parents did to you that low-key scarred you, come to me, tell me, and I will blast it on. In fact, let it be like you are subbing them. Tell me, and I will put it out there in the world. Do you understand? Because this is situations like this that it's when I heard a story one time of a girl getting sexually molested by her uncles, and then the mother was beating her that it is her fault, she asked for it. Do you understand? Nigerian parents are so bad.